Morning from Nashville, Tennessee. Dylan, thanks for putting this little contest on. Really appreciate it. You've done so much to help the vinyl community, especially me, first year collector. Haven't been doing it for very long. I've learned a lot from your channel, watching your videos, give me great stuff to look out for. So thank you for that. Really appreciate that, and I'm sure so many other people do as well. So I'll hop right into it. Try to keep it short. I know you have a lot of these to probably sift through. Best finds this year. First year collecting, I think I got some pretty great stuff. I've expanded my musical tastes tenfold, maybe even more than that. Lightning Hopkins 70s compilation on Tomato. Really liked that one. Had never listened to blues before I started listening to records, so I mean, it's been great. It's been really fun. T-Bone Walker, T-Bone Blues. These are like all my super heavy rotation. Live John Lee Hooker, love listening to this one. It's such an intimate feel. Like feels like you're in the crowd when you're listening to that one. Super stripped down. It's just him tapping his foot and his electric guitar and singing along with it. It's great. Never heard of this. Just kind of bought it because yeah, look at that. That's sexy. This leather jacket and his motorcycle there. This thing slaps. It is funky stuff. E-Man Groovin', the Jimmy Castor Bunch featuring the Everything Man. That one's great. If you've never heard that one, you probably have. But that one's great. My buddy gifted me this reggae. It's really hard to find reggae in Nashville, Tennessee. This is a reissue. I think this is originally from the 70s. But the Upsetters, great reggae. I'm not a huge reggae guy, but that's a pretty good one. Really came to love jazz this year, collecting records. I'd never really listened to jazz before. I live next to Phonolux. It's a staple Nashville record store. It's been around forever. So I'm there all the time. I live like 5 minutes from it, so that's my main place. Really nice stereo copy of Coltrane Expressions. This thing is like almost near mint condition. Same with this. I found this last week. Everyone talks about this. Really great starter jazz record. Just to kind of introduce people to the genre. I just found it later this year, but really nice mono copy there. Really like Kenny Burrell's guitars. What, buddy? You need to go potty? Just a minute. Say hi. Yeah. I'm on a budget, so finding records like this is really awesome for me. This is a second US stereo. Same with this second US mono. Pressing of Kind of Blue. Sounds great. Really clean, actually, for the price I got it for. Found a 67 copy of A Love Supreme. It's still got the original label. Someone's cat got to it, but I paid $10 for this thing, so couldn't beat that. That's a really great find. Milt Jackson, Coleman Hawkins, Kenny Burrell's on guitar with this one. Just awesome. I love listening to jazz, especially in the morning. Original mono of Horace Silver. I mean, you can't find these blue notes in Tennessee. If they're $1 million. If you do find them, and I certainly can't spend that much money, so really great to find that for a great price. And same with this Coltrane and Johnny Hartman. It's an original mono. Super good price I found it for, so I was really excited because I'm kind of very limited. But in the vinyl community, there's a lot of flexing on these great Grail records, and those are great, but you know, real people can't afford that shit. So I found some pretty great finds this year, I think. So best song ever written, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with the best song ever written for me at this point in time this week. So, and that would be this Thundercat. My wife got me this cool box set for my birthday. It comes with 4 of these 10-inch red vinyls. Let's see. The song Them Changes. I had watched the NPR Tiny Desk concert series of this guy performing some of these songs, and he's a phenomenal jazz bassist, and I just had so much more respect after seeing what he actually does, because this kind of sounds like there's a lot of production to it, you know. It kind of convolutes how talented of a musician he actually is when you see it live. I just so much more respect for that. So that's a great one. How do I keep track of my collection? It's pretty easy because it's pretty small. Got my shelf over here. got some jazz to this side and jazz there, some classic rock, Beatles and Pink Floyd type stuff. Over there is kind of hip hop, funk, jazz, and blues. Down here, it's kind of some country western stuff and some new age Iron and Wine, Sufjan Stevens, stuff like that. And over here is kind of some psychedelic stuff, some Captain Beyond and Cactus and some Blue Cheer and Velvet Underground and just more of the psyche leaning stuff. Um, One record I would never sell. I would never sell this. I would never get rid of it or trade it. This is the first jazz record I ever bought, the first jazz record I ever listened to. Everyone knows who Miles Davis is, but this is the first time I actually sat down and actively listened to what's going on between the instruments. And this one holds a special place in my collection. Really clean, original first pressing mono of that, so that's a great one. Favorite music-related documentary, I'll have to say the Robert Johnson documentary they just put on Netflix not too long ago. It's like 45 minutes. It's not one of these 8-hour get-through-it type of things. It's a fast watch. I just love the story of Robert Johnson. It's almost mythical. I mean, it is. Devil at the Crossroads. Just a fun story to watch. I got one of his records, the King of the Delta Blues Singers, and it's just eerie to listen to. I love it. So that's a good one. Favorite record I received as a gift, to go with this, Touch. I had no idea what this was. My wife got it for me for Christmas. She must have did some research and some digging, but originally came out in '69, just before Court of the Crimson King, but they never get any credit for just their prog influence and psychedelia influence, because I think they broke up before they even released the record, so they never get any credit. But this is awesome. I'm sure you've heard it. If you haven't, it's heavy synth, prog, psych stuff. So I really like that. My listening ritual, every morning I'll get up, throw on a pot of coffee. I don't know if I said, but I'm a 911 dispatcher, so I'm usually up really late. So I instantly have to go to the kitchen and throw on coffee. Otherwise, I can't function. But as soon as I do that, I throw a needle on, usually some mellow sounding jazz to kind of just get me woken up, trying to get me ready for the day. So it's either like mellow jazz or like some Dylan or something easy for the morning. And then I do that every day, so it's been great. Thanks again, Dylan, for putting this on. Cheers, man. Really appreciate it. Take care.